Official YouTube
Live.
live. I'm Nelson,
And I'm Ashley.
and we are South Paths Philippines, of course. And we are here to answer any questions that you may have regarding things all about us.
I wanna say I wanna say something.
Well, go ahead.
Good morning, Philippines. Good afternoon, good evening to other side of the world.
We have nobody. Oh, we have no viewers yet. Oh, there's one. Hello. Welcome to South Paths Live. This is our first live.
First time.
You're our first viewer. You're very special.
Thank you.
I am Nelson, and this is,
Ashley.
and we are doing our first live so that you guys can see us. Can you hear us okay? Hi, good morning, user unknown. Hello, Andre. Hello, Kevin, Chris. Good evening. Yes, good evening, Chris. It's morning here, Sunday morning. Good. Glad the sound, everything's working. Awesome. So we decided to get off our heinies and do some live content so that you guys could see it. I don't see any feed here.
I'm Sean McAleer, Blue Deck Remodelers, and this is what we do.
Guys, I am just trying to organize this so I can actually see your questions on a bigger pad so I can see what you're saying to us. So bear with me. It's painful. I'm not a technology guy. There they are. Okay. Now hopefully they keep showing up.
It's too small.
Bear with me. It's painful. I'm not a technology guy. There they are. Okay. Okay. Somebody send me a text. Good morning, Nelson. Good morning. Bear with me. It's painful. I'm not a technology. Okay, it's showing up here. So I can see down here on this thing your chat. And well, where are your glasses there? We're old and we're blind. Good morning, Nelson. What are your opinions of the Philippine bloggers like Regular Guy? Well, Regular Guy has his own style, that's for sure. I mean, he's extremely popular. What are you going to say? You know, the guy's doing it. He's making money. He wanders the Philippines. He's getting cash from something other than the channel. He may make enough off his channel. I have no idea. Personally, what I think of him is, well, he's strange, but I don't have any bad things to say about him. He's a typical guy, you know, he slinks around, and when opportunities avail themselves, he takes advantage of it, I guess, as far as the women go. But he's also a good source of real life on the street experience in the Philippines. If you just want to kind of hang out, this is how it is, and you'll see it for real on his channel. So that's what I think about Regular Guy. All the other guys are fine as far as I can tell. Okay, Chris asks, good morning, Nelson, Edward. Thanks, says Chris. You're welcome, Chris. Audio's good. Good. Good.
Chris. Yeah.
Let's see. We're shooting from our little apartment. It's a nice day for a change. There's actually no wind outside. When we're done with our live, we'll go shoot some hoops. I don't know how many of you guys watched the short that I just put out about me and Asley competing on the basketball court. Like, so little of that was contrived. I swear to God. I got 0. She got 80% of her shots went in. 80%. She killed me, slaughtered me. It was bad. It was embarrassing.
About the weather.
Oh, yeah. It is fun here. It's about 28 right now.
Happy
I'm a fellow
New Year.
Canadian, Toronto area.
I cannot read the name.
Kent.
Happy New Year to
Kent.
Happy New Year too.
I'm a fellow
So
Canadian,
much
Toronto.
for-
Is hard to just defy the vastly different climate. Yeah, it's just, I haven't done winter in 3 years. I don't miss winter, you guys. I really don't. If I need to see white, I don't know, hold up a sheet of paper in front of my face and pretend I'm in Canada. I don't know. I don't miss winter. I hate the cold. I really hate the cold. The heat is something that you can control a lot easier than you can control the cold. Outside, you just need a breeze and you're cooled off. In the winter, if you have a breeze, you're probably going to die. In winter, in Canada, 52 below zero sucks.
If you feel warm, you just need electric fan or AC.
Edward asks, are you taking shower hot or cold? It depends on how hot it is that day, man. If it's a hot day, I will take a cooling shower. If it's a typical evening or something, I'll warm up a little water, put it in the pot, and I just cup it on myself like that. It's actually a very nice way to get washed. We saw the short. My wife's brothers are really good too. We went to a village in Madalaga and watched 3-on-3. These guys went hard. Dirt court, had a tree for a pole and plywood hoop. We have such a tree and such a hoop here, but it hasn't been used since they opened the nice one here. So it was here before. Like somebody built one in the backwoods over there. And then the lady here that owns the place, she thought it would be a nice idea to turn that concrete pad over there into something useful. So her husband put in the post and the hoop and everything, and kids love it. Keeps them busy all day, keeps them out of trouble and off the internet. Soon they'll be there with my Panay.
Oh, that's nice.
Net was ripped. Ball kept getting stuck, but they had fun. Yeah. You saw the barbed wire on the top of the fence there? That's been known to catch a few basketballs and murder them. So the ball hits that wire, cuts the ball open, ball's toast. You got to be careful about that.
It's bad.
I love my cola. Asley has her tea up. Does a guy in his 40s or 50s have a better chance of finding happiness? Listen, in my heart of hearts, I don't hate Western women. I don't. They have their own problems, okay, that men just don't know about. And I don't jump on them about things. But I must tell you, if you're a certain kind of person, if you still have room in your soul to believe in a relationship for real, then I strongly recommend that you come down here. And you come down here for a 2-week vacation. And you go to a mall and you'll be surprised. I mean, if you look half decent, dress in some nice clothes. You don't have to be in a suit, but nice clothes. And look your best, and just go to the mall, wherever, in Manila, and you'll have plenty of girls checking you out. Lots of them. And lots of them will be, young enough to be your daughter, so be careful. I'm pretty sure their parents would feel the same way about their daughter dating a guy who's 49 when she's 20, as they would feel about it in Canada.
Oh, we have newcomer, Drake from Canada.
Hi, Norm. Hi from Canada. Hi, Drake.
Hi, Drake.
Paulie can't afford a new ball. I always see glass at the top of the walls. They would never allow that here in the U.S. Very sensitive, too many laws. Wife and I married 36 years in a couple of weeks. She's Filipina. Very good, Mr. Weston. Hello and nice to see you. He's been with us since the beginning of the channel. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. I just want to carry on a little bit more about finding a girl here. Yeah. Listen, there's no comparison, okay? There's no comparison to how you're treated here compared to in Canada by the ladies. I mean, Asley gets up in the morning, because she always wakes up with the sunrise. I never do, but she wakes up and she hops up and she makes me a little bowl of porridge and gets my coffee ready. And then she come and wake me up and say, baby, come on, get out of bed. You're wasting your day. I've got breakfast on. And she does that every single day. I cannot begin to, you can't imagine how much I appreciate that, really. And there's so few situations like that that are in Canada due to the circumstances of living in Canada. You both got to work, you're both stressed out, you're both getting yelled at by your boss, you both come home and you want somebody to lean on, and you're both leaning on somebody who needs support, and you're both feeling burned out and tired. It just doesn't work. But here in the Philippines, I mean, if you can come here for 6 months of the year, you can have a lady. You don't have to worry about it when you're gone. She's not going to run around behind your back if you pick a decent woman. And honestly, there's as many good women here in the Philippines as there is bad women in Canada. And it all comes down to the same thing. It's if you believe, they believe. And if you can't get there anymore because of how much you've been busted up by women back there, a couple of the divorces will really put a bite on your willingness to believe, then maybe you'll have trouble. Just leave your mental baggage at home. Come here with a clean slate, because honestly, there's really nothing here that is the same. I mean, there's nothing other than the 7-Elevens. That's it. It's all different. How do you weed out the gold diggers? You just have to use this. Use this, ask them some certain questions to try and get the answers you're looking for. And then if it seems like they're gold digging, you have to say goodbye. That's all. I can't help you with that. You have to have antennas. 3 or 4 girlfriends here. Yeah, you can do that until somebody finds out about it, and then you'll get a machete someplace you don't want to describe. You want to be careful doing that. The women here are extremely jealous. If you have a lot of money, they will share you because they have no other option, but they don't like it, buddy. No more than an American woman would. Hello. I'm not live in Baguio. I'm live in near San Pablo, but I'm live. When you retire in the Philippines from Canada, start collecting CPP. Does the CRA take a fixed tax rate? Yes, but you're below the minimum threshold. So what you lose is practically nothing, and they take it off, I think, before they issue you the money on your CPP. You do lose your top up. How do I put this? There's 3 pensions, right? One's the CPP, one is the Fed, one is the provincial. The provincial one, in Alberta anyway, goes bye-bye when you're out of the country for 6 months. I can't speak for the other provinces. I would say if you're sleeping around, though, for fun, just be honest. And the other girls about your intentions, don't play with their feelings because they fall in love easily. Yeah, they do. They do fall here easily. If you say, I love you, they think you mean it. And they will take you at your word. So don't screw around here. Don't be breaking hearts.
Don't play with their hearts.
Machete crime by women over there. No, but if you're married to a Filipina here and she catches you red-handed with another woman in your bed, in her bed, she can pull out a machete and chop you up. And she can go to court and say as a defense, and this is a fact, it's a legal defense. There's a law. It's written up. It's real. She can say, it was a crime of passion. I lost my head. I'm sorry I did it. I just couldn't help myself. I was so angry. And yeah, they can kill you. Truth. If you think I'm kidding, I'll dig up the law for you and show it to you one of these days on my channel.
But I don't think.
How many more times do you have to go back to Canada before you can stay? Yeah, they can, Leslie. I saw the law. I saw the law.
Oh yeah, but I don't think Filipino can.
Oh no, I don't think.
Because
Well,
we're scared to kill. I cannot even kill a chicken.
it depends on the Filipina.
Slaughter a chicken.
I don't know. I think Len could kill Edgar, so maybe. Okay, let's see. OAS is gone also. Well, your OAS is gone, but not all of your OAS is gone. You lose 25%. It's a clawback if you're out of the country. You lose 25% of your OAS. At least that's the case in Alberta. You get your CPP, you get 3/4 of your OAS. The rest, the top up, the provincial top up, that's gone. My wife is priceless. Chris says that OAS is gone. Chris, do you know this for a fact? Because I'm under the understanding that you only lose 25% of it unless you're earning more than a threshold amount, 80 or 90,000, then they take it all back. But only if you're making a big pile of money off other investments or something. Hi guys. Hello, John Cock. Any plan to get health insurance in the Philippines in the future? Yes. Yes, I am going to get, there's an inexpensive plan through PhilHealth, which is 17,000 pesos a year. And I'm probably going to get that for myself. Asley has one of her own. Your tax rate will decrease if you become a non-resident. Still a Canadian citizen, just non-resident. Yeah, I have to look into that when the time comes. Sit down with a guy and find out exactly what's going on with that, because of course, you know, the government's changing these little things all the time. It wouldn't surprise me if they decided to turn off OAS altogether just because they're jerks. You know, liberals. What are you going to do? Keep all your OAS if you're in a lower tax bracket. Yeah, I am in a lower tax bracket, but I hope I can keep all my OAS EM. I know you can request. If you're in a lower tax bracket, you make less money. If you make no money other than your pension, you can get a form and fill it out online and submit it. And if you can prove need, then they will allow you to keep all your OAS. I know there's a form. I have to do that at that time. It's gone. If non-resident, because us Canadians don't contribute to CPP, we'll get full amount because we will contribute to it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to check into it. It could have changed too. I don't know. Maybe something happened while my back was turned. You interrupted answering the Canadian question. Also, I'll be very much aware of machete gang and crime. Thank you. Well, hello guys. Hello, goodbye. Yeah, hello, goodbye. Just don't do anything that would cause you grief. Like when you're here, there's 2 or 3 things you never do. Don't cheat on your spouse. Because if your spouse tells somebody who loves her, like dad or an uncle, you could have trouble. Big trouble. Yeah. And the second thing is, don't talk about politics. Number 1, never, ever talk politics in the Philippines. Not on a local level, national level, and not even about Canadian politics. Just don't go there. Because then it leads into their political situation. And if you utter an opinion in a crowd, half of them will want your head. And there's one thing that Filipinos are very passionate about politics. Don't talk about politics. Ever. Just say kindly skip out of the question. Say, I haven't lived here, so I can't offer an opinion on that. I couldn't tell you.
I think.
How hard is it to find an honest Filipino that is attractive? Chris, aviation. Asley can talk to that.
What?
About finding an attractive Filipina that is a good girl here. Asley's attractive, and she's never caused me a moment's grief, a thought, a concern, nothing. Asley can tell you, there's lots of nice girls here.
Yeah, we have lots of nice girls here in the Philippines, but
What's that?
what's that?
Oh my God, thank you. $50.
Thank you.
Edward, golly, thank you, man. Gosh, appreciate that. I really do.
The question is how to find a good.
How to find, Asley wants the question again. I think it was, I'll read it. Let's see, how hard is it to find an honest Filipina that is attractive? It's not hard at all. Honest Filipina.
That is
Attractive.
Well, for me, it's you can determine the girl if she's honest, the way she answered your questions. It's in the way how you talk to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to know. It's like this. You know how they say if you give a woman a house, she'll give you a home? That used to be the case in the West. Now, if you give a woman a house, she'll give you a divorce and take the house. Well, here in the Philippines, if she's honest and her family's okay, and you need to have time to determine this, of course, you're not going to meet a girl and 6 months later buy her a house. You don't know her family, you don't know her. But let's say if you have a regular relationship and it goes on for like 3 or 4 or 5 years here, you learn whether or not you can actually trust your lady here, and you will know if you can take the chance on buying property. You will know her family, they will know you. You will know her, she will know you, and you will be able to answer that question for yourself at that time.
Yeah, you have to be smart and have some questions for her. You know,
Yeah. Just talk to her and then,
casual conversation, but
Yeah.
you should have some
go slow.
smart questions
Like,
every day.
go slow in the relationship. Understand that the Filipinos here will try, oh golly, how do I put this? They will fall for you easily. Some of it is because there is some cachet with landing a foreigner for a husband. There's cachet that comes with that. Oh yeah. And it's not just because of money. There's a lot of cultural things that come with that. The belief here is that if they have children with a foreigner, that the children will be taller, they'll be lighter skin, they'll have more attractive facial features, and there's a lot of belief in that here, and that isn't always the case, but that is what is believed here. There's a lot of cachet in catching a husband from the West, and guys, I tell you, you simply have to. If I could put a camera in here 24/7, and you see how we live, other than it, Asley would never allow that, but you would see the raw data. And I'm telling you, we've got a lovely little apartment here. I pay 140 or 140, 50 bucks a month for it. Our refrigerator costs us $500. It's a brand new Samsung. You can't even get a fridge in Canada for $500. I've got my big screen TV. Finally, I bought one. It's beautiful here. There's no snow. The women are nice. It's a beautiful place to retire. There's a few downsides, like you can't rely on the medical system. It's not the same as Canada. If you go to a private hospital in a large center like Manila, yes, the experience can be as it is in Canada, but it's not free. It's expensive. And if you don't have health care coverage and a policy, it's expensive. Gonna catch up with more questions here, guys. I'm talking my head off about that. Overtime spending Canada contributions, they are yours. I've already spoken with an accountant, but it depends on the tax bracket. Yeah, my tax bracket would be around 40 to 45,000 a year gross, because I only worked 6 months. So I'm pretty sure I'm in the low bracket. Is that baht or Canadian dollar? Oh no, hello, goodbye. Baht is the incorrect, you're talking about Filipino pesos right here, not baht. Baht is in Thailand. We're in the Philippines. So
Yes.
I pay $150 Canadian here for my apartment.
Andrew.
Message deleted, Philippine Adventure. Good morning, guys, here in Salag, Cavite now since July, manifesting
Good
patience.
morning.
Yeah. Patience is patience is the thing that guys come here and they have to learn patience.
Yeah.
Believe me, patience is the best weapon you have to succeed here. Look at it that way. If you are patient, if you say to your head like a mantra, I will be patient today, it will help me. I will be patient, it will help me. If you will be patient, it will help you. It will help you. It will help you.
Just like
It's got to be your mantra. Example, last night,
what happened last night.
yeah. You tell them. We were coming home. Okay. We were coming home and we were lined in a line of people, like 60 people for jeepneys. And it was about the time of night when the jeepneys stopped running. And I said to Asley, look how many are ahead of us. We're not going to get a jeepney. Let's just go get a trike now and go home.
And I told him, be patient. We can catch jeepney in a while. Just wait, for a while. And then, so he listened.
I listened. I said, okay, I'll be patient. I said, okay, but I'll be surprised if you're right. And of course, what happens? What happens? Guy pulls up with a jeepney. Everybody gets on that jeepney. The guy pulls up with
What
another
third?
jeepney, and the second jeepney fills up. And I'm like an Ashley and going, I don't think we're going to get our jeepney back. And then immediately the third jeepney shows up, all within a space of 10 minutes. 3 jeepneys show up, and we got on the third jeepney. And the third jeepney, the guy lives in our neighborhood.
In our plane.
So he actually drove us on the jeepney to our freaking apartment. And then dropped us at our apartment and went parked his truck for the night.
Yeah.
So because Ashley said, be patient, I was, okay, I'll be patient. And I was. And we got a great ride right to our door.
Yeah. So I told him while we're stepping on the stairs, I told him, you see, I told you, you just have to be patient.
Yeah. So let's see. People 21 watching, only 10 likes. Press the like button. Yeah, press that like button, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for pressing the like.
Salang.
No.
Mr. Big Slick says Salang. Let's see. Women are no different than Western women in terms of cheating, but the culture is carrying and very deep. The younger women is very normal in Asia, and billions of people cannot be wrong. Yes, that's true. Does morning chickens wake you up? No, Edward, they don't. I'm used to it now. I don't hear them. I
Yeah.
hear myself fart louder than I hear the cacophony of those chickens outside. Honestly.
You get used to it.
Yeah, it's like you get used to living next to an airport, stuff like that. How many times in Canada before retirement? I have 2 more visits to Canada. I hope only 1 more, but possibly 2 more. It's 2 more stints in Canada for the summer. Awesome couple. Been watching your channel for a while. I love it. Retire May, and my Filipino wife, her son, and I are moving to Pangasinan. I can't wait. Have you ever been to the Philippines, buddy? You're really going to love it here. You're really going to love it here. Good morning. I'm from New Zealand, married to a Filipina. Luzon, northern Luzon, Aurora. Oh, you were in the typhoon. I hope that didn't hurt you guys too bad up there. You were right in the middle of that typhoon. Loving the live stream. Thank you. Is a Westerner always expected to take care of the family financially? No. No, it depends on the family. If you go into the deepest, darkest, most remote parts of the Philippines, there's a stronger impetus and onus on that. But if you marry a Filipina whose family are living in a moderate-sized or large city and they all have jobs, then no, you're not expected. If there's a family emergency and everyone chips in, then they may come to you and say, well, do you want to chip in for this? Uncle so-and-so had a heart attack. He's in the hospital. We need some help. Then maybe they'll come to you. In my case, I maybe once or twice a year, they'll come to me, and the request is very nominal. It's just to buy medicine for the kids if somebody gets the measles or something, or to help with school supplies for the kids. And it's like once or twice a year, and we're talking like, $50, $50. It's nothing. So you can, or you don't need to, or you can if it's possible. If you can, then it's considered, it's nice. But no, there's no culture edict that indicates that you must give money to the family. You must contribute, or be expected maybe to contribute a little bit in extreme circumstances, but that's the only time that they may come to you, normally. No, you're not normally expected to contribute. That's a wives' tale. It's an old urban myth. It's nonsense. Sometimes it depends on who you're talking about, what the family's like, things like that. And you have to sort that stuff out when you get to know your Filipina and determine for yourself whether or not it'll be an issue, a problem going forward in the future, or if you're willing to do it. Let's see. Yes, I'm used to the roosters living in the provinces. You're right, Grant and Shirley. You get used to it. That jeepney story was luck, but I was patient enough to get the luck. 20 years back and forth, love it, Philippine adventure. Yeah, I can't imagine wanting to be anywhere else, especially in the winter. Pastoral Paradise, visit 100 Islands National. We are going to have to do that, Ian. Thank you.
I don't like this.
Let's see.
But
Chris says, thanks, Nelson. Thank you, Chris. Aviation. 100 Islands is beautiful. I got to check that out. I don't know anything about it. Asley may. Yeah, you have to get all those details fixed up front, like having babies. He's quite right. You do have to work that stuff out. If you're really tight with your money, I mean, look at it this way, be pragmatic about it. If you were back in Canada and you were married to a woman and something befell somebody in the family and your wife came to you and said, listen, my sister is in trouble, she needs help and I want to help her out. You know, you're going to be under pressure to do it and you're probably going to do it, right? It's the same kind of scenario here. It's no different, but it's not cooked into the culture. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be any different than if you're in Canada and the family came to you for assistance if you were the guy with all the money, you know, for a loan or something. It's the same here, but no different than that. It's not a cultural expectation or anything like that. It's not considered typical. It's up to you. How much do you need as a lump sum to retire at 50 without a pension or anything else? Ooh, at 50, assuming you live to be typically 76 years old, that's 26 years, you would need to be comfortable, $2,000 a month. You can live on $1,000, but let's say $2,000 a month. $24,000 a year in cash for expenses in life. And you know, that would cover little side trips and visits to the bar, and you'd have a good time on $2,000 a month. Not a great time, but a good time. So you figure that out from $24,000 a year for 50 to 76, 25 years, 26 years. It would be a substantial sum of money. But I mean, I'm going to get a pension of around, as far as I understand it now, around $1,375 to $1,500 a month. That's it. That's what I'm going to live on. And we're going to live on that just fine. No problems. The apartment is inexpensive. Our lifestyle is, you know, low key. We do go out and we have fun. We go to the ocean and rent a nice place sometimes. But I mean, even renting a nice place is $50 a night. It's not huge money. It's not. In Canada, you can spend $200 a night just going to the Budget Inn by the airport. $200. Here you get a beautiful seaside place with, well, you've seen my videos about the Blue Crystal Resort. You check that out. And that place is $60 a night for the bridal suite. It's one of the finest rooms in the hotel. It's $60 a night. $2K is a lot as a pension. Yeah, hello, goodbye. I think he was talking about no money. Without a pension or anything else. He wants to know how much you would have to do it on cash. Like watching the Canadian live in Philippines, Bohol. Snowbirds 6 months here, have a house. Love Palawan, most beautiful place in the Philippines, and I have been to a lot of islands. Nice, David. I wish. One of these days I'm going to have to get off my ass and I'm going to have to learn how to do diving. I want to do diving. Like snorkeling is fine, but you're paddling along on the top of the water like bait for a shark. I don't really care to do that when I get more than like 20 feet from shore. It kind of freaks me out. Married to a Filipino for 31 years. Wonderful family in Manila. Best advice for family is stay close, but live your own life at least an hour away. Keeps your peace and privacy. Yes, that's a good point, Mr. Big Slick. Some guys say it's a good idea to have one island buffer. So if they're on Luzon, you want to be on Mindoro. Or if they're in Manila, maybe you want to be down in Cebu. Or if, you know, you get the idea. So there you can visit, but it's not going to be them coming and preaching in your wife's ear every day about how they need money for this or how they need money for that, because then it gets habitual and it can become a bit of a problem, and it can cause issues in the relationship. Ashley, you can pop up some of these.
Maybe next time, because I cannot use my
glasses. I'll read them.
Already, sorry.
Hello, goodbye says, not to be a doomer, but have you considered that most pension systems won't be viable within the next decade? Any plans on what you'll do after that if countries go broke? Well, I'm not too concerned about that, really. But yeah, there is that potential. I mean, if we have World War III, so all of these, we have way too many billionaires on the planet with big fat heads. One of them is going to start trouble. And when they do, they'll make it so there's no other option, because their head will be so big and fat that they won't think they can lose. And then, how did that work out for Hitler? So sort of something like that's going to take place at some point, I fear. And if it does, well, then I'll just deal with the situation at that time. If my pension disappears and the finances crumble with our governments, I'm sure that they will have to keep peace and order, develop some kind of an alternative pay deal, new dollar, new currency, new plan to keep people fed, the system running, and to keep people from running over there and cutting off their heads. I'm sure that they will come up with something. They have a choice between losing their Gucci lifestyle and their big fancy home and their lovely cars and all of that, or not. And so they will find a way. They will find a way so they can keep what they've got. It's like you find a way to pay your mortgage, they're going to find a way to take care of their business. They'll find a way.
Ian said he's in Baguio and it's bloody cold there in here.
Let's see, but the days are fantastic. 21, 22. Yeah, that's perfect weather. You were saying that's perfect weather for hiking weather? Yeah, it is perfect weather for hiking. You don't cook, but it's warm enough that you don't get a chill either. Yeah, I guess you could get a little wood stove and put it in your place. If you own your place, I mean, you could get a small wood burning stove and just, go into the woods and grab some underbrush and chop it up and put it in a pile by your house and just burn a little lumber every night before you go to bed. I don't think you're going to get coal around here. It's a dynamic duo. How's the weather today? Right now, it's about 26 Celsius. There's almost no wind outside. And it's nice. There's so-so sky. We've had cloudy skies and threatening rain the last few days, but it's rained very little. It looks like Canada in October when you look up. The clouds are like that. But it's warm. It's 25, 26, 28 here every day where we are down in Luzon.
Something's strange.
No matter how fat their head is, they'll stay safe with all the money they stole. Yeah, well, yeah, the money they stole may become worthless if they change the system, and that could be one of the reasons why they start a war. So it's hard to say. There's so many different people with so many different sticks in the fireplace, and how they're going to work it out, I don't know, but I hope it doesn't come to war. The USA is making a lot of changes to save their financial system right now. I hope they succeed. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'll just deal with it day to day. And if it all goes to hell in a handbasket, then it goes to hell in a handbasket for everybody. I'll still be on the same wavelength as everybody else. The only difference is you won't see anybody buying a $70,000 pickup truck anymore. They'll be giving them away so that someone will buy them for $5,000 or something.
Say hello, please.
Big L. They use gold and have bunkers. Good morning from Kalinga, Luzon.
Morning.
Another vlogger in Duma is being investigated for exportation and took his phone, laptop, etc. to search for more evidence. Well, the guy could be doing something that's not kosher. I mean, I'll tell you this is a fact, okay? I've met a few wingers over here, nuts, guys that are just bloody nuts. I don't have anything to do with them. Like I met them and then I got away from them. People that are weird, very strange people. And they end up here because if they stayed in the West, someone would shoot them, They can't survive there, or they're being chased by somebody, they're hiding from somebody. Maybe the law is out to get them. Maybe some undercover organization is out to get them. Maybe some husband is out to get them, ex-wife is out to get them, maybe they're hiding finances, but they come here, and these guys are weird. They're not normal people, not normal guys, man. I mean, you want to find out, you want to find out how crazy people can get. Take them out of a controlled space like the USA and put them somewhere here where they think they can do anything they want. There's no rules. You know, like example, who was that Russian guy that ended up going to prison because he was doing things like stealing a police bike and then stealing the cop's hat and trying to steal his sidearm? And he went to prison. I think he's still in prison as far as I know.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh,
Excuse me.
Ashley's got to go to the little room. Convergence of the U.S. Pacific Rim Alliance will be okay here, militarily speaking. Yes, I hope so. Yeah, I hope so, Mr. Slick. Success is measured not in great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. Yes, that's correct. If you can be happy with less, then you will always have less to lose, and the threat will be lessened, and you will be less stressed out, and your life will be easier. If you build a mountain by pushing dirt all your life, you can't stop. If you do, it'll all fall down. That's a hell of a way to waste a life, I think. I don't care about money. I care about being happy. I don't give a shit about money. I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be living in the Philippines, you know. Yeah, Vitale, he is still waiting trial. Oh my God. Yeah, he's a weirdo. Johnny Somali in Korea, same thing. Yeah, these guys are attention whores, like beyond norm. Like, I would love to know what was done to them when they were kids that makes them so, you know. Let's see, Big Al. A troll told me the other day I was turned in for illegal videos on YouTube and doing the same others. I'm not monetized or making money, only a hobby. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody like that to show up. Was that guy, was his name Bad Grandpa or something? Is it Bad Grandpa goes around and he picks guys to pick on. And this is what he does. This is how he gets views. He tries to rattle cages, and he's really good at it. And I don't know why he's really good at it. I'd love to see a history on who that guy was before he became Bad Grandpa, because that guy's not normal. That's for sure. Hello from Dumageddon. We are going to be going in February. I'm going to make a video, just to let you guys know what's going on in the future here. Making a video with the family on the beach in Mindoro in February. And we're going to do that, and we're going to make a video about it, and I'll put it up here. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot going on beyond that right now. Just sitting around making videos about how to lose at basketball. Oh, she found her glasses. Oh, she-
Get another glasses. Maybe this is better.
Stick Grandpa. Yeah, that's the guy. Thank you, Ted. Literally considered regarded by a doctor. Literally regarded, probably not. Somalia is literally considered regarded by a doctor. Hello, goodbye. Sick Grandpa is the guy's name. Yeah. G something T. Anyway. Hi from Bohol. Hello, Ted. Are you from Vancouver? No, Surrey. I'm from Calgary. Calgary, Alberta. Checked out the Walk for Peace of the monks walking through the U.S. I think they're great. They're walking through the South all the way to the capital. I haven't heard anything about them yet. Nobody's done a video about it that I've seen on YouTube, but maybe somebody should. Yeah, that could take off. Was in my comments last video. I put a hide mode and did not reply. I was always 100% no negativity, all praise only. Yeah, I get a few things like that, and I have filters up to catch them. Like there's certain words that, you know, people don't want to be uttering about other people, and I just made a list and I put it up there. So I always catch 1 or 2 comments a month that I end up usually deleting and taking the individual who's responsible for it and sending them down the road. Delete them as well. Retarded on YouTube is this one. Yeah. The R turd word is bad. According to the YouTube left-wing zealot filter machine, yes. It's a very left-wing kind of a platform. So you do have to be careful what you say and what you do. That's probably why I only have 4,000 subscribers, because I'm a little blunt. And I think a few things that come out of my goblet end up setting off some filters somewhere. And then I don't get any views, or I don't get any new subscribers, or both. So, it's these guys out there with 100,000 subscribers and I have 4,000, and I'm like, what? Why do I only have 4,000 subs?
Here, I'm deciding between a scooter or car.
What day? So you can answer these, babe.
It's yours, not mine.
I see the word rich. Okay. Those monks are walking for peace, may be inspiration. Peace that doesn't come out of our Lord Jesus Christ will eventually fail. Yes. Peace is best. Take a trip to Calgary, from there go see Banff. Oh, you're going to love Banff, Mr. Weston. It's worth going to see it. People come from China to see it, and they are smiling when they go home. It's beautiful. It's all diagnosed as such. Okay. Should consider buying a car here. I'm thinking about buying a tuk-tuk. I don't want a motorbike, and I don't really want a car. A car is a big pain in the butt here, registration-wise and things like that, unless you buy it brand new. And I don't want to buy a new car. I can't afford a new car. A new car here is 15,000 or up, and I don't have 15 grand. So, if you guys win the lottery, send me $40, and maybe someday I can buy a car. But I'm thinking about buying a tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk is brand new, is 5,000 Canadian, 3-wheeler. And, it'll go 80 kilometers an hour. There's lots of room in there for 3 or 4 people and baggage. So it's dirt cheap to run, super cheap to insure, easy to fix, maintain. It's great. Moves through traffic just about as good as a bike. And easy to park and all that. So, yeah, I'm thinking about a tuk-tuk.
Are you in Instagram?
Are you on Instagram? No. I thought about it, but I haven't yet.
Are you good for now?
Here for good now. No. Not until 65. Unless my channel blows up and then I can live off this, but I'm not counting on that. This is something I do to kill time.
Really? Can you share your activities in most days, like what you usually do?
Yeah, I can do a video about my day-to-day. I could do a video tomorrow about my day. I can do that. I'll wake up, you'll see my ugly face when I shave, and watch me sit there on the john and take a turd, and I can be very dedicated to the details of my day-to-day life if that is what you want. But I don't think you want that. But I can give a rough overview of my day-to-day existence here. Sure, I can do that. You will hurt their liberal feelings. Well, yeah, Ted, they are very sensitive, considering they say everybody should be able to speak their mind, but they're very sensitive if you do. So it's kind of funny that way. Dumaguete, Negros has a lot of beaches, amazing waterfalls. Dumaguete, I thought about it, but it's so full of expats already that I feel that I prefer the more genuine experience of living in a village with the locals here. There's another guy, American guy, lives next door, and he's here also. But that's it. Like, you see very few expats around here. One time I was at the store, our grocery store, in the mall. And on that day, there were 3 of us walking around, 3 big old white guys wandering around getting groceries. And the people in the store, the staff were going, "Look at them all. Where are they coming from?" Because we were all there by chance at the same time.
Mega malls.
What brand? Brand? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll look at all of them. I haven't decided which brand I want yet. Whatever one is cheaper and has a decent engine. My multi-cab, I have one. I am large. I am 6'6", so I have a problem with little multi-cabs and stuff. Mega malls. Oh, wait till you see. Hello, goodbye. Go to the mega mall. Go to Mall of Asia.
Mall of Asia also,
And-
you'll be interested.
Yeah, Mall of Asia, and if you want a good hotel that's not expensive and is cockroach free and has a good restaurant and is a nice place and it's close to the mall, all these things.
It's 101.
Yeah, you talk.
It's Hotel 101.
Yes. Hotel 101 is a great little hotel and it's decent and it's not expensive. If you don't walk in, use your phone, get a reservation through booking.com or something, and it's not expensive. The mall is 2 blocks away, and that mall, you need 3-4 days to go through the whole mall. Like they have a soccer field on the roof of the mall with stands and lights and everything. This mall is just mind-bogglingly huge. And behind the mall, on the seafront, is a small version of Disneyland with the biggest bloody Ferris wheel I've ever seen in my life. It's just massive. It's like 6 stories tall, this Ferris wheel.
Oh,
Long format video. Yeah, so if you ever record long, keep the idea in mind. I will. Hello, goodbye. I'll do a long format day to day. Tagalog, very little. The people here are teaching me a little bit. I'm learning a little bit, but Tagalog is tough. Tagalog is tough. Give you an example. When we say a word with E in it, we pronounce E as E. Need. Okay? In Tagalog, E is pronounced I. So need, not need, it's pronounced E, the letter E is pronounced I. And the letter I is pronounced E.
E.
So it's like, what? And then you got to go on from there and all the other things that are happening. If you will get a genuine Filipino experience in Dumaguete, there are white dudes there, but not that many. A lot of guys in Dumaguete are doing channels. Ian, a lot of guys there in Dumaguete are doing channels. Mall vids. We were in Pasay and wanted to go to the Mall of Asia, but my foot was hurt and couldn't walk much. I always catch a fungus. Oh yeah, if you catch that fungus, here's what you do. Here's what I did before I even came to the Philippines. When I was a kid, I used to have this problem. When I was a kid in my sneakers, I catch that kind of green shit on my feet. What you do is simple. You take some hydrogen peroxide, okay? Get a bottle of it. Blop some into your sneaker, into your shoe. Swish it around. Do it again. Swish it around. Then rinse out your shoe with water. Stuff it with newspapers to dry overnight. Throw some on your feet. It's coming from your toenails now. It comes from your toenails and just grows out because this is Philippines, perfect conditions for that. So throw some of that hydrogen peroxide on your feet and wash your feet with that hydrogen peroxide. Do that every morning, or at least every second or third morning. Wash your feet with the hydrogen peroxide. You will never have foot fungus. Won't happen. It won't happen. Well, it shouldn't anyway. 101 is a good place. Yes, sorry. MOA is an experience for sure. Mall of Asia is just something. I wish they had cabs in there, something you could ride down one end to the other. Cebu, I haven't tried yet. Teta Bahal, haven't been to Cebu yet.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm off to bed now. Okay, you have a good night. Hello, goodbye.
Today.
You have a good night, and we will catch you next time.
Okay.
Mahal kita po. Oh, oh, you too, modern day. Say hello to the wife for us. We're doing our first live. There's modern day. There's Chris.
Yeah.
It's a lot
like
like Spanish. I guess never took Spanish. No, I didn't take Spanish in high school. I found that in Mexico I could speak some Spanish there, but here I just don't make the connection. I do pedicures every month. Yeah, Asley gets on me with the clippers. Probably
I do.
twice a month.
Mhm.
Part of my medical regimen is that one of the ways I get to stay young, feel good, feel healthy and alive, and I'm still attached to life, and I feel like I'm 25, is I take testosterone by prescription from my doctor, totally legal. And I take a testosterone shot once a week, and night and day, man, life is much better with it than without it. You should research testosterone. If you are a guy who's 50 or older, and especially if you're pre-diabetic, you're low. Get fixed. Sweet thanks.
Don't know.
Hi, Nelson from
Magdalena.
Magdalena. Ah, okay. Hello. Welcome.
Santa Cruz.
Oh, Santa Cruz. Yeah.
From way to Santa Cruz, then take another jeepney to Magdalena, I guess.
Yeah. He's just up the road from us. He's not far away. You're like 15K or 20K. Yes, I did get my tested. I did get my numbers tested. At one time at work, driving a truck, at the end of the day, at the end of a 10-hour day, I would slide out of the truck. My hips hurt. My knees hurt. My shoulders hurt. I kept getting back injuries. My feet hurt. Everything was hurting. And I'm like, what's going on? Have I got cancer? Why do I feel so bad? So I went and I did some research online, and then I went to my doctor and said, I want to be tested for my testosterone levels. And he said, okay, because it's your right as a Canadian citizen to tell your doctor that you want these tests run so you can get it done. And it was done, and it was discovered that my testosterone was low. And there's a lot more than I can go into here quickly, but I can tell you that there's a 50-50 chance that you're low. And you will feel a lot better, and you will be a lot healthier if you get the numbers up where they should be. And you will live a lot longer, and you will live healthy a lot longer. You'll still be able to go to the golf course in your 80s, if you've got your testosterone numbers right. You've got to get your T numbers down to a point where they were when you were 30 or 35 years old. Not when you're 18. You don't need that kind of trouble. But when when you're a younger man, 30, 35, your testosterone numbers should be around 700 to 1100. And you should go to the doctor and you should get tested. And when the doctor says your numbers are normal, sorry, you say, that's not acceptable. I don't want to hear normal. Normal for what age, doctor? Normal for a child? Normal for a man who's dying in his deathbed at 90? What is normal? Define normal. Give me the number. Doctors love to play these games because they don't want to touch this stuff. They'll tell you it's normal, but they won't tell you. They'll say, oh, well, it's in range. Range changes as you grow up and get old. When you're 18, your test numbers are through the roof. That's why you're chasing the girls all over the place. That's why you're doing all these stupid things that your mother panics and gasps about. Yeah, this is why you keep getting into trouble when you're a kid, because your testosterone is driving you to be an idiot. If you have too much, you're like way up 1100 or 1500. But when you're an old man and you're 85 and you're sitting in a hospice and you're dying, it's because your numbers are around 90, 50, you're dying because you haven't got any in you. And so you have nothing in you that spurs your body to maintain itself. Read up, get some knowledge about that. It'll save your life.
I was born in Mexico, but
As we don't both of us poke it. I was born in Mexico, but living in California, speak Spanish fluently. Tagalog isn't similar enough to understand. Well, there's 700 dialects of Tagalog here, and there's Visayan and Busay, and there's a bunch of 700 dialects in the Philippines. And there's Cebuano, Visayan, Tagalog.
Visayas, there's a lot of different dialects in Visaya.
So yeah, as we can tell you, there's at least 3 major ones.
I have only one Tagalog. I cannot speak
No.
other dialect.
No. In Visayan, I understand there really isn't even an alphabet for Visayan. It's a spoken,
Ilocano, there's a lot even in the north.
yeah, many.
But here in Luzon, yeah, we have not many in Luzon. Not many in Luzon.
Ian, if they said it was a normal range, that's because it's a normal range for an old man. Get the number, get the paperwork from the doctor, from the results from that test, and read the number, and then go online and see how that number correlates with in range. And you're going to see that it's in range for a very old man. You want it to be in range for a man who's 30. It's literally, well, not literally, I won't use that term. It is a contributing factor to extremely continuous health outcomes. They took 200 men in England. I think it was 200 men. England, and it was a major university study. It was a serious official study. 10 years. For 10 years, this group of men, all over 55, I believe, all of them were getting testosterone shots. And the other half were getting nothing. They were getting a shot, but it was just sugar water. There was nothing in it. The ones that just got the sugar water, all of them had a cardiac event of some kind. Minor to major, they all had a cardiac event, okay? The half of the men that were taking the testosterone shots, zero cardiac events over 10 years. If that's not enough for you to check up on it, I don't know what more I can tell you.
So,
We should get together sometime. Well, that's a possibility, Don. We'll try to work that out. You check out my email, send me email. Email me at padssouth@gmail.com. padssouth@gmail.com. I had my testosterone test. It was in the normal range. Yeah, if you have the low T symptoms and they said it was normal, it's because the doctor's an idiot. Please get the number. Your number should be above 500, at least above 500 as a minimum. If you can get it up to around 750, so much the better. Between 750 and 900 is the sweet spot, in my opinion. Testosterone is responsible for a lot of healing properties. 33, so don't have these problems. Wife is 32, we have 2-year-old. She's in Tembalac. Yeah, well, if you're in your 30s and everything is okay hormonally in your body, then your testosterone is probably just fine. Hi from Quebec, Canada, watching from Thailand, vacationing here for 2 months. Hey, how are you liking Thailand?
enjoy your vacation.
Have you been looking back at Environment Canada reports of how much it's snowing in God's country? He's sitting there on the beach looking at the temperature in Montreal. Yeah. I don't know how they understand each other.
Take it listen Monday. You talk fast.
Yeah, well, it's like I talk fast sometimes, and Asley doesn't catch everything I say either. So
The same.
I have to learn to slow down. I have to talk in a staccato kind of way sometimes for her to catch every word. So yeah, it's the same thing when they speak Tagalog. If you're learning Tagalog and they speak it slowly, you can stitch it together a lot easier than if they go fast. You're just used to it, so they go fast, and they're used to it, so they can do it. Yeah, I heard something like that. Even the teens these days have a lower test than the 60-year-old. Yeah, they keep moving. This is the funniest thing. They move the normal range down. Every time they do research and see that most men's average is moving down, they instead of throwing out the alarm and saying we have to fix this, What they do instead is they take, okay, well, we'll move the average down to match it. Just keep doing that. They do that. One of the reasons they do that is one of the major things that happens to people who have insufficient testosterone is they become diabetic. And Lord knows they love to sell insulin, don't they? So, yeah, if you're pre-diabetic or you're diabetic, even if you're diabetic too, not D2, people that start taking testosterone when they're diabetic too, stage 2 or type 2 diabetes, they see a remission in almost every single case. They see a remission, sometimes complete elimination of sugar control measures required. Really, do a search on YouTube about diabetes 2 and testosterone correlation. Just do a search for it. It'll blow your mind. We're talking about the American Medical Association. People like this are putting out data saying there's a direct correlation between testosterone levels and your likelihood to get diabetes. A lot of snow in Quebec City. Yeah, I hate winters. Same with radiations and other safe levels. Yeah, you gotta, Asley's a big proponent of using an umbrella, and I don't, and I wear my hat, and it drives her nuts. Sometimes.
Every week.
62 years old and I still drink Coke like it's water. I don't know, man. I should be examined for stupidity.
Ako pero nasa Canada na mahigit. Wow!
Tita Marie.
Hello, Tita Marie.
Well, answer her question.
Yeah. No question. She just said mustahos. Hello. Mabuti po. Kamusta, like, how are you? Who's Filipina? She said she's a Filipina in Canada for like 50 years. Wow.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. But do you come to visit here in the Philippines for 50 years? How are you there in Canada? You must be good because you've been staying for 50 years.
I'm sure she's got a nice house and she's pretty Canadian by now, I think. I bet she goes to hockey games and stuff. I bet you she cheers for hockey teams and everything.
Hey
Okay.
guys, good to go.
Okay, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, nice day.
Asley, I want to talk about something about the earlier questions about finding a nice Filipina. Now, what happened to me was I had a divorce, as most people do, and my marriage ended, and I went through that process, okay, without going into detail. And then what I decided to do this time was I didn't want to try and take a chance in Canada again with a woman. I just didn't want to do that. So what I did is I put out a little ad in a dating website that is inexpensive called asiandating.com. That is not a plug. It's just, that's what I used, asiandating.com. And Asley had a profile there, and she saw my profile and she sent me a message, and we started chatting, and the rest is history. It was very interesting, very interesting. It was a little rough at first, but once we got over some of the cultural hurdles and the trust issues that I had, things worked out really, really well. And I ended up coming over for a visit. And I tell you, that was the freakiest moment. I'm standing there with my back to the wall because I'm afraid that someone's going to steal my wallet and someone's going to grab my phone, and I'm in a strange place and I don't know what to do. And I had a serious low-level panic attack going because She missed me. It took me too long to get out and to find them. Oh, I lost this. And she eventually found me, and away things went. Salmon caviar anywhere? No, Asley eats some salmon, but no salmon caviar. Asley's not OFW. Her English is good because she had a job converting English and Tagalog back and forth for a man in an office working for the government. It's her skill set. She's extremely proficient with English.
Not really.
Use Filipino Cupid. That's where I met my wife. Yeah. There's a few of them. There's Filipino Cupid, and I was approached by one of them, the expensive one. Let's just call it that. And they said, well, if you can advertise our product on your channel and people click on the link and then sign up, you get $100. And it's like, whoa, $100 every time somebody signs up for this? We should do it. And then I thought, well, if I do that, I'm selling out, aren't I? I'm kind of selling out, and I'm just flogging people's products, and I don't want to flog people's products unless they're my products. So honestly, Asley and I were toying around with the idea of a gag. We were going to get about 100 nice, shiny, round tobacco tins and have stickers on them that called Self-Paths condoms, and sell some high quality condoms in these little tins to you guys and see if anybody buys them.
The foreigners in the Philippines.
Yeah. Use Self-Paths, the king of condoms. So if you're a Filipino king, you need these condoms, Anyway, yeah. Let's see, moved there when I was 3 years old, total Canadian. I've been going back to the Phil since 2017, every year except during COVID. Okay, there's your answer to your question there, Asley.
What's that?
She answered, Tita Marie.
Uh-huh.
Springy weather right now in the GTA, hope it lasts. Yeah, it's not bad in Canada either right now. It's
since
warm.
2017 every
It's
year.
warm.
Oh, that's nice.
It seems like all the cold air is in China right now and over Russia. Like it seems like there's one half of the planet gets the ice ages or the other half does, it seems like. Right now, it's so much cool air coming off of China. It's ripping down here and it's cooling off Baguio pretty well, pretty good. It's mixing with the tropical air, but the further south you are, the less the impact. But we're getting lots of cloud and rain from the shear between the cold and the warm. The shear line is very intense between the tropical air and the cold air because of the volume of the cold air coming down right now. It's like having what do they call it? If you're on the coast in Canada, in Vancouver, and you have a cold, what do they call it? Where the cold air runs off the Canadian coast out into the Pacific, an outflow, Arctic outflow. It's like that. Oh, Asley's going to run away and do something. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's alive. And we're doing our live, and we're probably going to do a live once, maybe twice a month. We'll do a live. I don't know. It depends on how often you guys would like the live to get done. If everybody wants to hit the like button, that will help this live get exposed to more and more viewers, and we will get more and more viewers on here, and I can get some numbers up on my subscriber list, I hope. So click the like button if you're coming in. Click the like button. And yes, we have a Facebook. Just look up Self-Paths Philippines. You'll find us on Self-Paths Philippines on Facebook. But I'm not very active in there. I just drop some photos and stuff in there that I have. I should put the episodes in there as well, but I mean, you can see the episodes on YouTube, so there's not much point in that. But yeah, we have a Facebook. We have a Facebook. But I'm not doing much with it yet. Tita Marie. Bata lang ako. Bata lang ako. Come on.
Bata. Child.
Stop that. Bata lang ako. Ang Tagalog, hindi maganda.
Where is that?
Second one from the bottom.
Bata lang ako and Tagalog ko hindi maganda.
So no
That's
maganda.
fine, tita.
Lang ako ang Tagalog. So Tagalog ko no maganda.
That's really good, something like that.
Is it okay to use Messenger, or what is a good way to communicate?
Yes.
Just use the email for now. Or you can leave me a message on the Facebook. Leave me a message on the Facebook. I look at the Facebook every day or so. See if there's messages in there. They'll show up on my feed. So yeah, leave me a message on Messenger on the YouTube page, on the Facebook page, or just use my email at patssouth@gmail.com. 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 Anything I miss about Canada? Yes. Yes, there is things I miss about Canada. I miss going to Phil's for breakfast. I miss going to Denny's for breakfast. I miss eating steak. You can have steak here, but if you want American or Canadian type steak, you have to go into Manila and get it there at the Texas Roadhouse, and that's an expensive steak. You got to have an overnight stay because we're not living in Manila, and you got to have the steak and meal itself. So you're talking $200-300 for two of you to have steak dinner, and a hotel room and transportation to and from on the coaches to get to Manila and to come home again. So yeah, I miss steak, and I miss those horribly unhealthy breakfast meals you can get at Denny's and at Phil's restaurants. Ah, I miss that. I miss my friends in Canada. When I'm here, I kind of miss my motorbike in Canada, but when I get to Canada, I take the bike and I do a run out to BC to visit my brother and get the rust off, and I enjoy that. So I have the best of both worlds. I get to be in Canada for 6 months, and I work like a little doggy 12 hours a day sometimes, and then I come back here. And on the days that I'm not working, I can go visit my brother, I can go for road trips, I can eat it, out occasionally at a restaurant. Once a week I'll go out and eat at a restaurant because I am trying to save money. But yeah, I miss some things in Canada, but not winter. Winter is not one of them. The politics I don't miss, the cost of living I don't miss, the ridiculous politics and everything I don't miss. Here, I can just go downstairs and sit in a chair and watch the kids play pool all day and suck on a Coke. I'm happy. It's so cheap to live here. Where can I get lamb meat? Yeah, I went to the Denny's in Manila, Surrey. I went to the Denny's in Manila at the mall. It was a horrific experience. They have no idea how to make Canadian food at Denny's here in the Philippines. They have no idea. You need a Canadian chef to make Canadian food. And they just don't get it.
Tita, we travel different places every year, but we try to visit PH
Tagaytay?
for 2 months every year. Which island you are? So we are at Luzon. Like how many kilometers away from Manila?
80.
80 kilometers away from Manila.
Yeah, something
It's
like that.
not very far.
No, it is in time, but distance, no. Tagaytay, does it have a good place to eat? Like I hear the Texas Steakhouse is the least expensive good steakhouse option. And the closest one is in San Jose in the south end of Manila. So we'd have to go that far to get one. And then hotel rooms, we can go to the Red Door and have a room that's $25 a night. But the meal can be upwards of 3,000-4,000 pesos each, and that's $100 each. So
How they are famous too for bulalo. Oh yeah. It's famous Tagaytay is famous in bulalo.
Oh,
The soup is really good.
we should try some. We should go there then. We will.
With
Well, we want to go to Tagaytay. I want to get to see that place. I mean, it's close. It's
Yeah.
right there. It's 24 kilometers away or some 40 kilometers, 40 maybe?
we'll take a van from SM to Tagaytay.
Yeah.
SM Calamba.
Hmm.
You must try the buko pie.
Yeah, we get buko pie here. I
We
don't
all-
know.
There's also a well-known buko pie in Los Baños.
Yeah, there's right by
The original buko pie.
that's the one that's opposite of the entrance to the cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right at the entrance to the cemetery.
And lettuce buko pie.
There's no connection to
Yeah.
buko pie and cemeteries. Okay, it's just,
Yes.
it's there. It's next to the cemetery.
Yeah.
I'm just not saying there's a connection. It's not convenient to the cemetery. It's just
Yes. Easy to see the place.
It's there.
That's the landmark.
yeah. There's plenty of restaurants. I said to Asley, I said, with her cooking and her presentation, you've seen the presentation of her food on some of my videos. That's normal. And I mean, I said, we could open a restaurant, Asley, and we would make a bundle of money. And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to work doing, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. She's because her parents had 3 restaurants. That's why she's a good little chef, but her parents worked their guts out to run those restaurants. So,
But actually, I do not know how to cook when I was a single.
well, your mom showed you.
Yeah. I just taste the food that my mom cooked, and then I try to recall this time the taste. So
Mm. And it's good. Her food is good. Good. Yeah, I had a friend come here from Canada, Bruce, and he is thoroughly Western. And his idea of good food is a hot dog and a side of fries, very much. And he sat down and he had some of Asley's stir fries with pork and vegetables and stuff, and a little bit of oyster sauce and stuff in there. And Bruce gobbled it down. He said it was fantastic. He loved his time here. He sat here for 3 days just watching people come and go in the village, and just watching people coming and going. And he could see there was no stress here. People weren't anxious. No one was in a big hurry. Everyone's laughing and smiling and communicating. And he just watched this scene with amazement, because you just don't see this in Canada anymore. You haven't seen it there since the 70s. And he just soaked it up, and he loved it. And he loved the ocean when we went there. He sat out in front of his hotel room on the side of the ocean. And he sat there and drank his rum and smoked his cigarettes for 3 hours in the middle of the night. He just sat there and he says all the stress just came right out of him. He says it was like a Zen moment, he said. I just sat there and just became one with the universe. So yeah, it's beautiful here, man. Beautiful. Anyway, my wife says she also can't cook. Turns out she's a 5-star chef, makes food so good I show it off to my friends. Yes. I take photos and I show it to my family on my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. And people are like, wow, is it so nice there? No, it is. It is. I make spaghetti for Asley, and Asley says we could probably sell my spaghetti.
it's very good.
She loves my spaghetti guts.
I don't like it. I love it.
My secret spice is I'm a cheater. Okay, I brought 2 bottles of Montreal steak spice to the Philippines, and I make my spaghetti, and I use a spaghetti Del Monte basic spaghetti sauce, and then I take my steak spice and throw it on there, and I fry up a pound of hamburger to put in there, and then I toss on some cheese on the noodles, put the spaghetti on the plate, put the cheese on the spaghetti. Asley covers it with the steak sauce, and then we put more cheese on top. And then we sit down and we eat that. Man, that's so good. It's expensive, but it's a great meal. It's a great meal. Oh, we lost it again. Anyway, that's it. Nobody's leaving messages. So, I think we're probably gonna, well, people ask if I get bored here. I don't. Have a good coffee and sitting by the beach. My day is great. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's nice. I have never felt at peace like here. Yeah, Philippines is just, man, if you're tense, it'll just get sucked right out of you. The Philippines absorbs tension and makes it disappear. You can't explain it. And you can't explain how lovely the women are here. If you treat them well and kindly and you care about them, what they give back to you will just twist your head off your shoulders. You will not, it takes time to appreciate and believe it. It's a beautiful place. It's beautiful people. It's not like Canada. Like, I swear to God, if you sold everything and you sold the house and got rid of your car and your ATV, your motorbikes and all of your crap, and you had $1 million in the bank, you could live here on the interest like that. And you could keep that house, the $1 million in the bank. You could live off the interest that's coming off of that, even post taxation, even after taxes. You could live off the interest. Just getting dividends from a Ford stock or something like that, you can live on the interest here. And then when you pass away, you'll still have that $1 million that you can give to your kids. You don't have to spend it. You just have to be smart about how you utilize it. I mean, you could finish work at 50, sell out, and you could have a 25-year retirement. Do whatever you want with it. Doesn't mean you have to sit and die and get old. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. You can suddenly decide you want to climb Mount Everest and you can go do it, and decide to move here and, get a part ownership in a fishing boat and just do that. Go fishing, write books, have a YouTube channel, whatever you want, study biology, whatever you want, whatever you really want to do with your life, you can do it here. You don't have to work until you die, you guys. If you're easily angry like me, get a massage first, then enjoy the rest of it. So pissed in the US. I stayed under tension for a whole month. Yeah, massage is nice. Yep. Do you find, this fellow, Andre, do you find that you being here for an extended period, do you find that your tendency to go quick to anger and respond quickly to things overtly, do you find that has mellowed or gone away? Do you find that your personality has mellowed since you've been here? I did everything and moved here. Vancouver was dragging me down everywhere I turned. Someone else wanted money. Yeah. Canada is about making money and spending money as fast as humanly possible. You're a machine. You're churning. You do work. You get money. You buy stuff. The economy is so hot. It's red hot economy. Everyone's just rushing to make more money. Something's got to give. The housing market collapses or something's got to give. And when it does, it's going to be a rude shock for a lot of people. I would get as far away from Canada as you can. I would get out of that system. I swear to God, today I would cash out, put my money into nice, safe blue chips or government bonds or something, whatever you consider safe, a money market account, whatever, and just live off the interest, go somewhere, just get out. Why keep working for more? You have more than enough now. Why do you stay there? What the hell is the benefit to it? If you have enough, you can only eat so much. Why wait for 3 more plates of food to show up before you start eating? It's like retirement is like that. If you have enough to retire, and enjoy your life, then why are you not doing it? You know? Pretty much what I did is sold everything, moved to, yeah, okay, that's Surrey. My wife's place is right across from the big sign on the seawall. I sat every night just looking into the darkness. Yeah. Your head just kind of empties out, Andre. Your head just empties out. All this stuff just goes away. The only time I was most down or upset was when I had to leave. Yeah, I feel that way too. I did a video about that. And I actually got 79,000 views about a video about wanting to not leave the Philippines and why YouTube sucked. I couldn't believe the view counts that video got. I think I scared YouTube into thinking, they need to make me happy or something. They sure got a lot of views. Don't even think about money here. No. It's not about money here. It's about enjoying your day, and tomorrow will come, and you just enjoy in just relaxing. It's just so easy here. Worried about spending much money since I'm not a rich guy. I had to, the family, but they pitched in as well. I was worried about having the money to live on back home, rent, etc. Yeah. When I'm in Canada for 6 months, Andre, when I'm in Canada for 6 months, I rent a room off a friend of mine, and he doesn't charge me very much. I rent a room off of a friend, and then I save my cash, and then I come back here. I have a motorcycle for transportation because it's much cheaper than a car to buy, to insure, all of that. If it rains and I have rain gear, and the only place I need to take the bike is to work. And it's only 10 minutes to ride to get there, 10, 12 minutes. So if it's raining, I just put on my rain gear and I ride over there and be done with it. I only get 2 wet rides a summer, usually. That's it. I don't worry too much about money. I don't have any bills. I'm divorced. I've got a credit card that I have to carry. That's it. No car payment, no alimony, nothing. I have nothing, and I'm happy. I'm happy my way of having nothing. Not the WEF's version of it. My way is I'm happy. You sound like a bum in Alberta. Hey, Curious George, how are you? Yeah, in Alberta, they would consider me a bum. And I'm glad to be a bum in Alberta, George, because I'll let you guys do all of that and I'll just do something else. So you can go ahead, George. Got a hammock recently, spent a couple hours there in the afternoon, chill music, and yeah, I just turn on YouTube music and I mellow out. Next Sunday, we'll tell a story about how we met and some tips on how to find a match for you. So Ashley, that'll be next week. I guess we'll do one about next Sunday, about the same time, guys, around 6 p.m. on, no, wait a minute, 6 p.m. Saturday there. Around supper time Saturday there. 8 p.m., 6, 7, 8 p.m., something like that. Next Saturday, your time. Depending on which side of the country you're on. Like comparing the Canada to US. Read my chats.
No.
Well, I can, but I can't do it right now, George. I think he's talking about me.
For following.
Yep. Andre, yeah, that's Andre.
Yeah, thank you, Andre, for following us, our stuff.
Yes, thank you, Andre.
Yeah, thanks to everyone.
Yes. If you guys have any questions for Ashley specifically, please make them. I'm going to go and get some more cola. So if you guys want to, no, I'm going to leave you here. Just for a minute.
I give you that.
Okay. That's half of what I'm looking for. I'll be right back. So if you guys have any questions for Ashley, feel free. Now's the time. Don't hit her with too much.
Oh. I thanks God. I have no question. I was so happy when you guys got 4K. Oh, thank you, Andrea. We're also very happy to get 4K and more followers and wishing for more.
Yeah, we need 10,000.
Ashley, you are doing fine. Don't be shy and just you're yeah. I'm shy, sorry. Yeah, maybe I'll be used to it one day. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Curious George said he's a lucky guy. Thank you for saying that. Tuesday. Don't. Yeah, I'm myself, just shy. I'm always myself.
28%, okay. All right. Well, yeah, Asley has a channel and it's called Filipina Suite. So you guys can check out her channel. If you want to see more of Asley doing Asley stuff,
But,
check out Filipina Suite.
yeah, but I'm not doing more.
Well, she hasn't left anything there recently, but she's been busy with other stuff. So, but yeah, come on, you guys, get on to Filipina Suite and drive her subscriber count up a little bit. She needs to get her subscriber count up there. So give her a chance.
I've been watching your
No, she's not
videos
single.
and still enjoy. Oh, thank that. It was done. Thank you. It was done.
Curious George, is she
Still
single?
enjoy. Just keep it going. I'm not single. We're double. I'm double.
No, she's not single, George. Sorry. She's mine. But you know, she has friends.
Yeah,
Or
maybe I can invite sometimes a friend for you to meet here.
yeah, Nova, she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Nova is 5 foot flat. She's in her mid-50s and she has a voice. She has a very sultry voice. For somebody so tiny, you don't expect. She sounds like she has almost like a Texas drawl to her voice, and she has a very low voice, low timbre voice. It's unusual in somebody her size. Anyway.
Thank you, Kirsten. You know why they say love you long time? Because they're oh, what's that mean?
Which one?
This one.
Outlive you. Yes, Andre, they probably will. Asley's mom and dad were in their 80s when they passed away. So yeah, there's a strong likelihood that Asley will in fact outlive me. It's possible. Very possible. Let's see. Or us as white people. Well, Asian people,
So nice.
they eat a lot of fish and rice. And I don't understand half of that.
Wow.
The fish is very healthy for you, but the rice is not particularly healthy for you. It's full of carbohydrates and sugars and makes you chubby. Now, mind you, if you don't have a lot of money for a lot of rice, maybe that's a good thing combined with the fish, which is full of its own excellent nutrients and gives you a long life. Maybe the combination in small amounts
Fish
is
and
what keeps them alive
vegetables.
for a long time.
Fish and vegetables and like grass. Sometimes I was just picking some sweet potato tops on our way home here.
What is a good month to visit Banff? That depends. Do you want to, if you go in the winter, it's more beautiful, but if you go in the summer, it's more, you can get around a lot more. So if you want a white winter wonderland, go in the winter. If you want to be able to go hike in the woods and camp and stuff, go in the summer. But any time is good. Any time of year is good in Banff.
Are you folks from Mindoro?
No. Mindanao. No,
Sorry,
we're not from Mindanao.
Mindanao. We're from
Asley,
Luzon.
Asley is from Luzon originally, yes. I paid more fish there 1 month than my whole life combined.
Eat more also vegetables.
Yes. Asley loves fish. And she really loves salmon. And salmon, like in Canada, is expensive here too. So we can't afford to get it all the time. It's $12 for a decent piece of salmon here too. That's just down at the local market. That's not even going to a specialty shop. So Asley will buy it if it's available. Otherwise, she gets some tuna, stuff like that. Kippers maybe. And she
Yes.
fries her fish here and she eats her fish and I get my pork and mixed veggies and whatever I'm making, whatever she's making.
They're from mainland. Yeah, mainland.
Yeah, we're from the big island, Luzon Island. Mindanao, safe for an American. I would not go to Mindanao. It is safe as long as you keep a clean nose and you don't go to the wrong places. But there are more landmines
The
in
red
Mindanao,
region.
so to speak, than there is anywhere else. If you stick to the main island, or you go down south to Leyte and in the Visayas, in the middle of the country, that's good. It's good there. But Davao is in Mindanao and is considered one of the safest cities in the Philippines. So you can go to Mindanao if you're going to hang out in Davao. But if you're going to go west of Davao, it's a high likelihood that you're going to get into some trouble. It's a red zone over there. You don't even want to try it. It's just foolish to go there. It's just foolish to go there. They are very poor there to the point that they're willing to turn to options. So you don't want to be involved in that. I would say stick with Luzon, the big island, but go down south towards Leyte, and you'll probably love down around Leyte. Bohol is another option. Dumaguete is another option. Valencia is close to Dumaguete. It's beautiful in there, I hear. I have not been there. I would do that. There's another island in Mindoro. You could go there. It's less expensive than Luzon, and it's more, how do you put it, laid back, more, what do you call it? Less structure, less modern.
Dipolog is known as the gateway of Western Mindanao.
Dupalang.
Dipolog, yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
Actually, Philippines, everywhere in the Philippines is nice. So it depends on you wherever you want to go.
Yeah. 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 Curious George, it's
Yeah, Dipolog.
it's pretty safe no matter where you go in the Philippines. You know, I would hasten to say, in comparison to Canada, even the red zone area is probably safer than wandering down the street in Toronto. You know what I mean? At night, it's probably safer than Toronto or walking around Vancouver late at night. I mean, seriously, the Philippines is very safe,
They're fine
especially if you're not a fool. It's very safe here. It's safer than Canada. It's certainly safer than the major cities in the US. My goodness, there's no comparison. Very safe here. You can go out at 2 a.m. in San Pablo to go to the 7-Eleven and get a bag of chips and a Coke. Nothing will happen to you, even if you are a woman.
And just walk on
No
the
one-
street.
Yeah, no one will bother you. If you were a woman walking by yourself, a white woman walking 6 blocks to the store at 2 a.m. in San Pablo, probably guys would walk with you to make sure you got to the store and back to your place safely. And they mean that. They wouldn't be trying anything. They would actually be concerned about your safety. And so they would walk you. But you could walk yourself and back and nothing would happen. I'm not saying 100%, but I'm saying it's safer than
Yeah.
Toronto. It's safer than Calgary. It's safer than Vancouver.
Bicol.
Definitely.
What about Bicol?
As long as you're with their people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go to some secluded place.
Yeah, don't go into deepest, darkest
Yeah.
Arkansas here, you guys. If you
Yeah.
don't need to, don't try to go into deepest, darkest Arkansas. Number one, they don't speak English, and number two, they are attached a lot more to suspicions and superstitions that may or may not be along the lines of what you want to deal with. So just, stay within, 5-10 kilometers of a main road, a main highway, and you'll probably be okay. But, don't go into deepest, darkest Arkansas here. You don't need to do that.
I like Bicol also. I've been there. I've been there once. I like the food with chili. It's yummy. Yeah, they have good food in Bicol and also nice beaches.
Mm.
And the butunding, the whale, you can actually see a whale,
Hmm.
but don't touch them. You can just look at it.
If I were you,
Yeah.
Curious George, I think you'd be happier in the big city, where you can have a nice high-rise apartment, and you can have a structured
It's
situation about
really
where you
good.
go with your, spend your time and what you do. And then when you decide to take off to the beach for the weekend, you can go and do that, but come back to Cebu or come back to Manila or whatever, and just spend your
Yeah, no,
regular time there. Maybe in the BGC, or is that what it's called? The BGC? BGC, I forget the number, the letteration. BGC or Makati or even Pasig. There are green belts there, and there's lots of security around, and it's unlikely that anything will happen around Makati or the BGC, whatever it's called. They are a very closed off, safe enclave within Manila.
Fort Bonifacio, BGC.
American by yourself, you're scared? Well, I was a Canadian by myself when I got here the first night, and I was a little bit concerned too, but it's not bad. Yeah, go hang around the better parts of Manila until you get your feet wet. 16 years ago, all good, bud. Been to 8 islands. Oh, well, you know what's going on then, Curious George.
I've been to
You know what to do.
Legazpi.
You know what's going on. Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna have to shut it down because we're coming up on 2 hours. And my phone's gonna die here.
Greece.
Yeah, I read it. Ferry to Ferry Island, all good. Oh yeah, you're all right then,
Ferry to
George. You
Fair
know what
Island.
to do.
Oh, good. I've been there 16 years. Oh, wow.
8
All
islands.
good. I've been to 8
You should open up, actually, you
islands
should,
in-
some of these guys have been here so long, they should actually open up a bed and breakfast at their house, and they could get these newbies coming in and help them get their feet wet without drowning, you know what I mean? And help these newbies out, be a bed and breakfast guide for the first week of them visiting the Philippines, get them up to speed on things and how to get around and stuff like that. Somebody should open that up. I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that would pay for the guidance on, a week or two of guidance on how to live here. So they can get all the little inside tricks and tips and stuff. Do it live and in person with a guide. Okay. All right, George. I'm gonna shut her down here, everybody. Just coming up on 2 hours, and I'm gonna close her down for the night. And I'm going to get on with my day. I got to do some content today and get some things done. What's this one? Yeah,
He's planning to
opening a
open a
Mexican.
Mexican. Oh, that would be
We
good.
have one of those in San Pablo. There's right at the top of the stairs. There's the guy that has that.
La
It's a Mexican.
yeah la I forget
I forget the name of it.
It starts with la.
Yeah, La something, but the guy has like a La Siesta or La Festiva or something. He has a little restaurant, Mexican restaurant in
I
San
don't remember
Pablo.
the name.
And it's pretty popular and the food he makes is
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
good. He's
yeah,
got pretty
pretty
good food in there.
Food.
It's a bit pricey, but what you're getting for food is really top notch. It's good quality. So sometimes we'll pop in there, we'll have a bite to eat before we go down the stairs to the lake. And hang out down by the lake. There's a boardwalk down there, and you can rent an electric bicycle to ride around the lake and stuff.
Yes.
And lots of things you can do around the lake there. Anyway, I guess I'm going to. Well, thanks, George. Appreciate that. I have a lot of respect for her as well. If I don't, I'm in deep shit. Anyway. All right, we're going to say goodnight to everybody here, and we're going to shut her down, and we're going to get on with our day-to-day activities. I got to go make some content for you guys. I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to make some content and try to get my subscriber numbers up. And please visit Ashley's channel, Filipina Suite, and subscribe. Give her some subscriptions, you guys. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Any closing stuff? Okay, modern day drifter. All right, have a good one. We will be healthy, Edward. Thank you,
Thank
Julius
you.
George. Thank you, Andre. And we will catch you guys all again next week.
Take care, everyone.
We'll be here around Winnipeg Central Standard Time, hopefully around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Canada. Hopefully next Saturday night. Okay, so if you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. It's cool. And we'll have more chat sessions, and maybe we'll cover the topic of how me and Ashley met, and we'll get that going.
And Ashley, yeah, you already add, I guess.
Oh, thank you, Westons. Keep up the good views. Thank you, Curious George. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'm Nelson,
And I'm Ashley, and thank you very much.
and this is South Paths. We'll see you next time.
See you next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
they're Fridays.
How do you stop it? Oh, there's the button. See you guys later. Bye for now.
Take care.
Bye-bye.